This is a key to the worksheet on topic 23, part A, worksheet 1. And on this worksheet, you have polynomials being divided by monomials. So each and every one of these cases, the denominators are monomials. So the way you're going to do this is this way. So let's look at number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this. So here's number 1. You have 42x to the ninth minus 12x to the fourth plus 30x divided by 6x. All right, since the denominator is a monomial, what we're going to do is we're going to take each term of the numerator and we're going to divide it by the denominator. Now, only because the denominator is a monomial. So this becomes 42x to the ninth divided by 6x minus 12x to the fourth divided by 6x plus 30x divided by 6x. All right, so that's your first step. Then the next step is to reduce each of these rational expressions. So 42 divided by 6 is 7, right? X to the ninth divided by x is x to the eighth. So remember, and I'm not gonna write this every time, but basically you have x to the ninth divided by x. So remember, when you divide like bases, you subtract exponents. So that's x to the ninth minus 1, which is x to the eighth. Okay? Minus 12 divided by 6 is 2. Same thing as we did this one. X to the fourth divided by x is x to the third. 30 divided by 6 is 5, so you got plus 5. X divided by x is 1, so that's just 5. So there's your answer. Okay, number 2. Number 2, we have 48 x to the ninth divided by, minus 24 x to the sixth divided by negative 6x cubed. Okay, so again, let's write this as two separate rational expressions since the denominator is a monomial. So this becomes 48 x to the ninth divided by negative 6x cubed minus 24 x to the sixth divided by negative 6x cubed. All right, so you take each term in the numerator divided by the denominator. All right, now let's reduce. 48 divided by negative 6 is negative 8, right? X to the ninth divided by x to the third. So remember, just like we did before, in your mind, you're thinking this way. X to the dividing like bases, subtract exponents. So it'll be x to the 9 minus 3, which is x to the 6. Now over here, remember, you're subtracting, but you can think of this as a negative divided by negative. So that's going to be a positive. 24 divided by 6 is 4. X to the 6 divided by x to the third. Same thing we did here. 6 minus 3 is 3, so you get x to the third. All right, number 3. Number 3, you have x to the 15th, y to the 6th, plus x to the 6th, y to the 6th, minus x to the 4th, y to the 12th. All that's being divided by x, y squared. Okay, so let's go ahead and take each term in the numerator divided by the monomial, the denominator. So that's x to the 15th, y to the 6th, divided by x, y squared, plus x to the 6th, y to the 6th, divided by x, y squared, minus x to the 4th, y to the 12th, divided by x, y squared. All right. Now, when doing that, you may want to kind of look at it this way. So if you look at this rational expression, cover the y's first and just think about the x's. So x to the 15th divided by x. So using the property we saw here, when you divide like bases, subtract exponents. So 15 minus 1 is 14, right? So it's just x to the 14th. Then you do the y's. Y to the 6th divided by y squared is y to the 4th. All right, so this rational expression can be simplified to this. Plus, same thing, do the same thing. Cover up the y's. So you have the x's that are showing. So x to the 6th divided by x is x to the 5th. Y to the 6th divided by y squared is y to the 4th. Minus, same thing. X to the 4th divided by x is x to the 3rd. And then cover this up. y to the 12th divided by y squared is y to the 10th. Okay, and that's it. That's all you do. So far, it's not a very difficult process. All right, let's look at number 4. All right, number 4, let's suppose we had this in number 4. All right, let's suppose we had, okay, now number 4 looks like this. It looks like 56x to the 4th minus 7x cubed plus 42x squared divided by negative 7x. All right, so just remember, sometimes it's helpful. See how it's written horizontally like this? Sometimes it's helpful if you write it like this. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to rewrite this as 56x to the 4th minus 7x cubed plus 42x squared divided by negative 7x. And then we just do like we've been doing. So you can take each term in the numerator divided by the monomial that's in the denominator. So that's 56x to the 4th divided by negative 7x minus 7x cubed divided by negative 7x, and then plus 42x squared divided by negative 7x. And then all you do is just reducing each of these rational expressions. 56 divided by negative 7 is a negative 8. X to the 4th divided by x is x cubed. So that this simplifies to this. Don't forget, a negative divided by negative is a positive. 7 divided by 7 is 1. X cubed divided by x is x squared. So that's plus x squared. Okay. 42 divided by negative 7 is a negative 6. X squared divided by x is 1, right? Oh, I'm sorry, is x. X squared divided by x is x, excuse me. Okay, so that's it, right? That's your answer. Number 5. Okay, let's put number 5. We have this. Number 5, we have 36x to the 4th minus 27x cubed plus 81x squared divided by 9x squared. All right, so again, same thing, same process. I have this polynomial divided by a polynomial, but it's a monomial that's in the denominator. So whenever this is a monomial, I can rewrite this as each term divided by the monomial. So 36x to the 4th divided by 9x squared minus 27x cubed divided by 9x squared plus 81x squared divided by 9x squared. Okay? And so 36 divided by 9, so all you're doing now is just simplifying each of those rational expressions. 36 divided by 9, that's easy, that's 4. X to the 4th divided by x squared is x squared. Negative 27 divided by 9 is a negative 3. X cubed divided by x squared is just x. 81 divided by 9 is 9. X squared divided by x squared is 1, so that's just 9. So there's your answer. Very straightforward. No issue at all so far. Let's see number 6. Number 6, we have 25b cubed plus 30b squared minus 10 divided by 5b squared. Okay. Now, so again, same process. You have a polynomial being divided by a monomial. So I can write this as each term divided by the denominator, just like this. 30b squared divided by 5b squared minus 10 divided by 5b squared. And then we simplify. 25 divided by 5 is 5, so that's easy. B cubed divided by b squared is b, so that's easy. So this first rational expression I can simplify to 5b. Next one, 30 divided by 5 is 6. B squared divided by b squared is 1, so that's just 6. All right, now be careful with this one. So notice, I'm going to go ahead and write this part here. So just be careful, that's 5 divided by, 10 divided by 5b squared, right? So if I reduce, 5 into 5 is 1, 5 into 10 is 2, and that's all you can do. So that is just 2 divided by b squared, correct? So that's what goes here. So minus 2 divided by b squared. Just make sure you write it as one fraction like this. Now, be careful. Some of you may think that, hey, can I write it like this? So here's the question. Can you write it like this? 5b plus 6 minus 2b to the negative 2. Because this right here is the same as this. The answer is no. write it, when you write your answer, the answer must contain positive exponents. Must contain positive exponents. All exponents must be positive. Okay, so that's not positive, so this is what you need. Okay, so don't write it like this. Okay, all right, number 7. So let's go to number 7. So in number 7, we have this for number 7. We have 7m to the 5th minus 8m to the 8th plus 4m to the 6th divided by 24 m to the 5th. Okay? All right, and so again, a polynomial divided by a monomial. So I can write this as each term divided by the denominator. So 7m to the 5th divided by 24m to the 5th minus 8m to the 8th divided by 24m to the 5th plus 4m to the 6th divided by 24m to the 5th. Okay? Now let's simplify each one. So if you need to, go off to the side and do some work if you have to. So for example, if this confuses you, then just go off to the side. So we have 7m to the 5th divided by 24m to the 5th, right? And I cannot reduce 7 to 24, but I can reduce m to the 5ths because I have 5 factors in the numerator and also 5 in the denominator. So those divide out. So all you have here is 7 times 1 is 7, 24 times 1 is 24. So this is just 7 divided by 24, right? Do the same thing here. So go off to the side if you have to. So just rewrite this. So this is 8m to the 8th divided by 24m to the 5th. And so if you look at 8 and 24, they're both divisible by 8. So 8 into 8 is 1, 8 into 24 is 3, correct? And then over here, I have 5 factors of m in the denominator and 8 in the numerator. So all of these will divide out into these. So I have 5 here. So when I reduce 5 from this 8, I'm left with 3. So remember we have m to the 8th divided by m to the 5th. When you divide like bases, you subtract exponents. 8 minus 5 is 3. So that's where we get, that should be 3 right here, excuse me. So that's where we get this 3. So this right here is 1 times m cubed is m cubed divided by, and then 3 times 1 is 3. But now that's how you write the answer. You got to write as one fraction. All right, now go off to the side and do the work if you have to. Same thing here. Go off to the side and do the work. So I'm going to rewrite this right here. So just go off to the side. So that's 4 m to the 6th divided by 24 m to the 5th, right? So reduce the 4 into 24. 4 into 4 is 1. 4 into 24 is 6. So that's pretty easy. Now the variables, I have 5 factors of m in the denominator. I have 6 in the numerator. So all of these will divide out into 5 of these. I'm left with 1. Kind of makes sense that that's supposed to be an exponent 1 up here because m to the 6th divided by m to the 5th. Divide by basis, subtract the exponents. That's m to the 6th minus 5, which is m to the 1st. Right? So this becomes 1 times m is m. 6 times 1 is 6. So that goes here. So plus m divided by 6. And there's your answer. So that's what you would write. But notice all the work we did. So if you have to rewrite it and do the work, then you go up to the side. Don't do this mentally if it's going to mess you up. All right, number 8. Number 8, let's suppose we had 20x to the 7th minus 45x to the 5th plus 25x cubed divided by 5x cubed. All right? So again, I have a polynomial divided by a monomial, so I'm going to rewrite this as 20x to the 7th divided by 5x cubed minus 45x to the 5th divided by 5x cubed plus 25x cubed divided by 5x cubed. And so 20 divided by 5 is 5, so that's easy, right? I'm sorry, 4, so that's easy. X to the 7 divided by x cubed, divide like basis, subtract exponents. 7 minus 3 is 4, so that's x to the 4th. Minus 45 divided by 5 is 9. X to the 5th divided by x cubed is x squared. Plus 25 divided by 5 is 5. That's easy. X cubed divided by itself is 1. So there's your answer. So pretty easy, right? Okay, number 9. So number 9, let's suppose we had x squared minus x y to the 6 divided by x y. Okay, so again, I have a polynomial divided by another polynomial, but that's a monomial. So I'm going to rewrite this as x squared y squared divided by xy minus x y to the 6 divided by xy. And then you just reduce, just kind of like we had earlier. So if you need to, cover up some parts if you have to. X squared divided by x is just x, right? Y squared divided by y is just y, so that's just xy. This rational expression. Minus, same thing here. X divided by x is 1, right? So think about it, x y to the 6 divided by xy. That's just 1, because anything divided by itself is 1. Y to the 6 divided by y, that's 1. You're left with 5, so that's just y to the 5th. So this is just 1 times y to the 5th, which is y to the 5th. There's your answer. All right. And then finally, number 10, let's do number 10. We have 4x squared y plus 8x squared y squared minus x, that's an x, y squared, all divided by 4xy. So then you take each term, divide by the monomial. So it becomes 4x squared y divided by 4xy plus 8x squared y squared divided by 4xy minus x y squared divided by 4xy. All right? And then if you have to, just go up to the side and simplify each of these. So for example, if you need to rewrite the first one, rewrite the first one. 4x squared y divided by 4xy. So notice, the 4's divide out, right? See what I'm doing? The x squareds and the x, so one factor of x divides into one of here. You're left with x to the first of here. The y's divide out. And you get 1 times x times 1, which is x. 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1, and x divided by 1 is just x. So that goes here. So this is just x. Notice what I did. If you have to write it over and then think about it, then do that. Okay, look at this one now. So do the same thing if you have to. Rewrite this over. I have 8x squared y squared divided by 4xy, right? 4 to 4 is 1, 4 to 8 is 2. X and x is 1, x and x squared is just x to the first. Same thing here, y to y is 1, y to y squared is just y. And notice what you have. You have 2 times x times y, so it's 2xy, divided by 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, and that's just 2xy. So that's x plus 2xy. Kind of makes sense, right? 8 divided by 4 is 2. Divide like basis, subtract exponents. 2 minus 1 is 1, so you have x to the first. Same thing here, 1 to the first. All right, let's look at the next one. So look at the next one here. So xy squared divided by 4xy. Now, that's understood to be 1 right here. So I cannot reduce the 4 with anything, but notice the x's divide out. And the y squared and the y into y is 1, y into y squared is just y. And notice what you have. 1 times y is y. 4 times 1 times 1 is 4. So this becomes minus y divided by 4. And there's your answer. All right? So that is the key to worksheet. We're going to do this right. So that's the key to topic 23, part A, worksheet